I'll be making Sayori and polymer clay. I'm using chalk to color this skirt. I added some baby oil because that made it a little dry. I used all the pigments for her hair. Once again, after doing so, it became very hard to knead together. I used oil paint for the bow. I used acrylic paint for the skin. I wound up having to put a lot in there to make it look less pure white. But by adding so much paint, it made the clay very dry and kind of crumbly. I used eyeshadow for the jacket. When I used the mold for the face, there were a lot of cracks in it, so I used baby oil to try to smooth it out. All the pigments turned out lighter than I expected, so I tried the same method but using translucent clay. And sure enough, the color was a lot bolder. With the other characters, I mixed watercolor into the clay to make the vest, but polymer clay is an oil-based clay, so oil and water don't mix, so I just used polymer clay that was already pigmented.
What will it take just to find that special day?
mixing chalk and liquid Sculpey together made it a little too dry to deal with, so for the lighter blue, I also mixed it with some white paint. The most valuable thing I think I've learned from this is that I can apparently bake the figure again even after painting it or gluing it, though I wouldn't recommend that for just any glue. All glues are different, some may even be flammable. And when coloring it with paint, oil paint seems to work the best. Because this is an experiment, I decided to use watercolor after all for the center of the stand, just to see what happened. Turned out all that happened was the red turned to more of an orange color, but not much else. I kinda messed up. I meant to make Sayori in a crouching position, but instead I accidentally made her more in a kneeling position, so it didn't look right putting her on the stand the way I intended. So instead I had to sort of fix it by attaching a wire to her, but I think that actually made it worse. I barely touched it and part of the rope snapped off. This is what happens when you don't use wires, people. Like I said in the Natsuki video, my other polymer clay figures typically look better than this. Climbs back up to the top again. This is where the fun begins. You take the snake and spiral down, and at the bottom, what has he found? The snake goes into the I'm going to cut to Yuri next, so make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.